From WWL TV, the spirit of Louisiana, this is Louisiana's news leader, Channel 4's Eyewitness Morning News.
Other news now, Volunteers of America is paying tribute to those who served in the military this Veterans Day. They're honoring some of their own. Jill Hazu joins us now live with more on what they have planned today. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, and there are several events to honor our veterans, but there's also one group that is helping them get back on their feet. Joining us now is Randy Macabetas, and he is the Program Director of Volunteers of America. And you're a veteran, so thanks for your service, but tell us first what Veterans Day means to you.
Veterans Day is one day of the whole year that I really deeply feel an affinity to, because they see the value of our services to the country and the sacrifice that a lot of veterans, men and women both, that have served in the armed forces.
And you're helping currently right now nearly 60 military veterans to get help. Kind of tell us about the program and how it helps meet their needs.
We provide a variety of different services, transitional housing for one, and we also provide counseling for any type of needs that they have, and we offer them job training and workforce readiness, as well as all other sorts of life skills programs that are available in our resources, and help them get back to a self-sufficiency and ultimately independence.
And how long does that usually take? How long are they able to live at this house behind us?
They can stay at our residences for approximately 24 months, or they could also be shorter or longer. And with our hopes is that we could help them transition quickly and quicker, so that way they can then move on to independent living.
How does someone go about getting help?
They can either go online or come directly to us, and we will assist them go through the registration process and get them enrolled through us and through the Veterans Administration, so that then we could offer them the help that they need and they require.
And quickly, just tell us about today's program.
Today's program is going to involve our veterans out here in the front lawn, and we're going to celebrate Veterans Day with our veterans in honor and to commemorate all the other veterans still in service, men and women both, in the armed forces.
Okay, thank you so much, Randy Macabetas. He is the Program Director here at Volunteers of America. We're actually going to talk to one of the veterans who's enrolled in the program coming up next hour. And again, that program is at 10 o'clock. Their celebration for Veterans Day is at 10 o'clock till noon, right outside of the Volunteers of America on Napoleon Avenue. Reporting uptown, Jill Hazu, Channel 4 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jill, thank you so much. Other news now, Americans across the country are honoring members of the military this Veterans Day. There are a number of events taking place around the metro area to mark the day, including the Volunteers of America. They're honoring more than 60 veterans in their program. Jill Hazu joins us live now with more on the event. Good morning, Jill.
Well, good morning, Wayne. Good morning, everyone. And while the Veterans Holiday may be only one day of the year, here at the Volunteers of America Veterans Transitional Housing Facility, they help veterans all year long. And joining us now is Mark Ford. He is enrolled in the program here. And just tell us, what is everyday life like here at the facility?
It's a good structured life. Food is excellent. We have a community where we're all a part of daily living, basic living. People have jobs. We go to work every day, or we do volunteer work.
Tell us how that structure has affected your life and how it's helped.
The structure of the facility here at the Volunteers of America has helped me to focus on other areas of my life, my educational benefits with my veterans benefits, the dental benefits they offer us, and just to help me renew a vision for my personal life.
And speaking with the program director earlier, the need in New Orleans is so great. Why do you think more people don't seek out the Volunteers of America for help?
Pride is one of the reasons, for sure. The drugs and the alcohol are a requirement to be a part of a program that moves you on and rebuilds your lives.
Right,
so
you have to be drug-free and alcohol-free.
You have to have a commitment to get the help that to overcome that.
What led you here?
I just had a great need and happened to be going down Jeff Davis and ran into the facility there on Jefferson Davis and Canal, the health care for homeless veterans facility, and they directed me over here to the Volunteers of America.
And you told me earlier you were homeless for several years. We see computers behind you. Those are some of the skills that you're taught to try to get you back on your feet again?
Yes, computer skills, upgrading the individual into the modern work, resume building, so that's going back to school, everything is computers now.
And this is Veterans Day. As a veteran, tell me what it means to you and what this facility with fellow veterans with you, just how that helps in people's recovery.
Well, there's a bond between veterans, a camaraderie, a brotherhood that is very unique, and it's a real joy to me to share that. Also, the facility here really offers a dignity and a respect, you know, to us as individuals and veterans, and that's very meaningful also.
Thank you so much, Mark Ford, and thanks again for your service. He is here enrolled at the program at the Veterans Transitional Facility on Napoleon Avenue. They're holding a ceremony here today at 10 o'clock from 10 until noon to honor their veterans who served in the military, as well as veterans that are still serving in the military today, and that again is from 10 to noon. Reporting uptown, Jill Hazu, Channel 4 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jill, thanks so much.
This is a big Veterans Day for one group of vets. They used to live on the streets. I'm John Huffman. I'll have a live report.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for ABC 26 News at 11. I'm Jocelyn Lockwood. Well, on this Veterans Day, one group of vets gathering uptown has a double reason to celebrate. They were once living on the streets of New Orleans. John Huffman is live this morning at the Volunteers of America headquarters on Napoleon Avenue to explain what turned their lives around. John?
Jocelyn, if you see a man standing on a street corner holding that ubiquitous sign that says, "Homeless vet, please help," and you think it's just a scam, you might want to think again. The Volunteers of America estimates there are nearly 3,000 veterans living on the streets of New Orleans alone. Many just never adjusted to the realities of life after returning from military service. Some struggle with drug and alcohol addiction. But today, 60 success stories, all formerly homeless vets, saluting the flag at a Veterans Day observance uptown. They've all been rescued by Volunteers of America, given a place to stay, taught life skills, shown how to apply for jobs. People like Darrell White, who served in the Marines in the 1970s, then lived his life on the streets of New Orleans selling drugs. The VOA found him and got him real help.
It has brought me back to reality. It's gotten me off the streets, a place to live, and learn how to basically learn how to survive again.
The last 5 years, Volunteers of America has helped more than 600 homeless vets turn their lives around just here in the city of New Orleans. It's a great Veterans Day story to relate. Jocelyn?
Sure is, John. Thanks so much for sharing that with us.
Next on Eyewitness News.
An early morning fire has gutted one of Homa's oldest churches. We'll hear reaction from the neighbors as they watched a piece of their community's history burn down today. Plus, on this Veterans Day, those who served in the military weigh in on what this day means for their morale. And after 3 days of limited food, smelly toilets, and dark cabins, the passengers pull together as a disabled Carnival cruise ship is finally back in port.
From WWL TV, the spirit of Louisiana. This is Louisiana's news leader. Channel 4's Eyewitness News at noon.
It is Veterans Day, a time to honor the men and women who have served this country's military for years. At the Volunteers of America's Transitional Housing Facility here in New Orleans, veterans are given assistance year-round. The program provides housing, counseling, and job training for homeless vets. Veterans are allowed to live there for up to 2 years as they transition back into the workforce. We asked some of the veteran residents there and the program director what this national holiday means to them.
Veterans Day is very special to me. I come from a military family. My father always taught us that if we love this country, we should be man enough to stand up and fight for it.
That the country hasn't forgotten the services that we provided in defense of our freedom. And all the other men and women still in the service and have moved on are still remembered.
It means freedom.
It means life. It means that as veterans of this country, we fought and died for freedom, and we live by the grace of God.
Nearly 60 veterans are part of that program. All of them were honored during a veterans ceremony this morning.